So we've just been inspired by an amazing song, and now we are about to be inspired by a local, well, an international icon, I dare say. Mr. Richard Young is with us this morning. Richard Young, sorry. A celebration of African fashion is happening on the 26th of June, and you're here with us to talk about it. Thank you for being with us this morning on the show. It's an honor to have you in our company.
Oh, thank you very much. I wonder how you'll get up and get here on time.
Different people have different stories, Richard. Different people have different stories.
I left home so early to get here. And then I actually came early. I was here at 6:30.
Wow, you see?
Geez.
Yeah.
No, Richard, tell us about this event that's coming up. I mean, this is amazing.
Event, yeah. Well, Hans used to host the event before.
I hosted the event before. Yes, I actually did. And I was wondering if we should bring it up. But listen, this is a collaboration with so many different designers.
Yeah.
The environment that is cultivated and the community elements within this experience. So tell us what's the name of the event.
Yeah, well, this time it's called Iwa Africa. It's going to be at Queen's Hall. So it's beautiful for me because it's a return to that space. That was my stomping ground back in the 90s. We're not carbon dating here. I was a prodigy child just like that. So I'm going back to Queen's Hall, but it's in the Garden Theatre. So that's very important to me because it's kind of island style in an open air space, tented, lit runway going down.
Right.
A fantastic runway, very non-traditional space. There are 20 designers on the show. There are very influential performing talent like Vaughan at Bigford and this revolutionary artist from Tobago, Xavier Edwards. There's Washa Foley, which is a huge dance and performing and drumming team. There is Stacey Sobers, who is a calypso queen. We have the spoken word artist Zakia Gill, and so I am very excited to weave a story because I write a script, and the script is going to talk about emancipating, liberating, manifesting, being free, what that means, and I kind of knit it into the story to present the designers as well as the act. So you'll be enthralled, but I am aware that I'm merchandising creative work, so that at the end of it you will want to buy. And there is a pavilion where there are other creative entrepreneurs vending their beauty and fashion products. So it's a beautiful experience that has been crafted, you know.
Well, real story though. That's where I got this. Actually, like years ago. You see, because these craft markets, as Richard calls them, you just see things that you wouldn't regularly see, and then you meet people that you wouldn't have met in your traditional circle. You don't see these vendors going to the malls. You may miss them. You may fly over them on social media, or they may not just never be in your circle on social media, so you never see it. But it doesn't discount that those are things that you would want. And that's another reason to go to this event, to be very honest, because you really see some beautiful pieces.
It's creative excellence and captivating performances all pulled together to make a memorable experience. And I really wish that everyone comes out so that they could understand that our fashion brands are really for the world market, and it's all a promotion of what I believe in. I'm an advocate for the Caribbean aesthetic. I want to place it alongside Parisian style, New York style, Tokyo style, bespoke British style. Caribbean style is valid, and we have really great, excellent craftsmen and artisans who make these statements, these surface treatment statements with fashion. So I am very, very excited to do it. I'm honored that the Emancipation Support Committee came to me to do this. So I am, I have been up since 3.
Listen, I am excited about it. I actually met, that's the first place I actually saw Dow Creations.
Yes.
And then from there, you know, he would have designed some pieces for me. He would have designed for voice. He would have designed for of people.
Yes, he even did Marshall at one time, and he is also on the show.
Great. So let's get into that. Who are the designers?
Well, there's Dow Creation, one of the menswear. There's Mark Eastman, a stellar graduate from UTT, Caribbean Academy of Fashion Design. He actually went to London Fashion Week when he graduated. There's the cloth. There is Heather Jones. There's Zaden Eastman. There's Sean Griffith Perez. There's Dominique LaRoche, which you were wearing. And a host of others. African Art, Nubian Experience. Darian Phillips, she has something called Euphoric Design from Tobago. So we've blended Tobago and Trinidad designers, and there are 2 guest Ghanaian designers on show as well to keep that link with the continent. But it's a presentation of Afro-Caribbean style. I love to say that more than just saying African style, because we have mutated and given something new to the world, but it's totally influenced and inspired by African silhouettes and looks, you know?
We really have, and that's the beauty of this. Now, I know one of the things we were able to discuss very briefly before we came on air is the fact that, of course, with COVID-19, we saw events like this come to a halt, and it's great to see the fashion industry able to step back out. And you were saying this is the biggest...
Probably, yes. Yeah? The first biggest thing that is going to bring designers together. So that sense of camaraderie is what Hans was mentioning. You get that sense of fraternity because all of them come together in one space. The competition is gone. The rivalry is gone. It's all about presenting well and representing brands, and representing Trinidad and Tobago style. So I love that, I know, and I have so many little pockets. There's so many responsibilities inside of this, and this show is part of the Pan-African Festival of Trinidad and Tobago done by the Emancipation Support Committee, and it's the largest Pan-African festival in the world outside of Africa. So to do this, we are presenting globally, and TTT is part of it. TTT has partnered with us, and so therefore the show is going to air at Emancipation Time next month. You know, so I am very excited that we were able to get the endorsement, as well as it's under the patronage of the Minister of Tourism, Culture and the Arts, Senator, the Honorable Randall Mitchell, and his ministry has afforded us the ability and capacity to do the show at the level we want to do it. So it's a really high caliber presentation.
Indeed, and when we talk high caliber, we're talking a few things. So you talk TTT, high caliber. Tourism Ministry, high caliber endorsement. You talked about the designers from Dow, the Ghanaian designers, Zadan Eastman, Dominic LaRoche. High quality. Of course, you being there, high quality. But let's touch on something that people don't normally talk about, the models. You have a former representative of Trinidad and Tobago as one of your faces.
Yeah, well, I have 60 models on the cast, and I have a lot of royalty in the house because I have Talia Samuel, who has been the brand face for the last 5 years. I have a new brand face in Tajani Remy, who is Miss Caribbean World. I also have the young lady, Celie Letren, who just came back from placing the top 5 at Supranational Model. I have 2 Misters who are Mr. Trinidad and Tobago. I also have Miss Plus World, who placed first runner-up in Plus World International, guesting on the show. So there's royalty in the house, you know. And Iwa Africa is about a celebration of beauty and majesty and I subtitled it a Nubian Renaissance, because all over the world, black culture and black art is affecting and inspiring and influencing all of the templates. So I think we need to take the lead in showing that Caribbean style, even with its Afro influence, has a place in the world scene, you know.
100%. Richard, where can we get more information about this? I know, viewers, there should be a flyer coming up soon. You'll be able to see it, but just for those who may have missed it.
Well, the tickets, first of all, are available online and at Queen's Hall box office, or you can get it at Emancipation House, which is on 5 Bergerac Road, Maraval. You could call me. I'm giving out one of my numbers here, 483-8299. I have tickets, and I am trying to make sure that all the designers are ways to get tickets to the show. And yeah, so that's the way to get. You can book online as well. It's on Queen's Hall box office. Online, you can purchase tickets. And yeah, well, that's the way to get into the show.
I just love it. I have to say, it's so refreshing to see us able to go back out to celebrate our history, our culture, and again, our contribution to the world. Because as you said, you know, when you look outside now, everybody's like, you're from the Caribbean is trending. Why aren't you doing more? And this is the beginning of doing.
Yeah, so that's why I think it's aligned with tourism, event tourism and destination marketing, because we can draw people here to be part of the Pan-African Festival, but also to be part of this stellar lineup of fashion that the world needs to see. And I think we are more sought after than you would imagine in terms of the influences and inspirations.
Agreed, 100%. I wish we had more time, but I just got that notification. Trinidad and Tobago and the world as well, because you're going to be able to see it on TTT. You don't want to miss a celebration of African fashion. This festival is happening on the 26th of June. Come out, enjoy everything, and of course support our creatives, because we are a major part, if not one of the most major parts of society. Richard, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Wonderful. Stay tuned. There's more coming up after the break. It's time for some Baba Hall.